It's New Year's Eve. What do? You celebrate, yay! And then you make resolutions. That's what most people do. They make New Year's resolutions. Don't do it. Don't do it, please, don't do it. Do this instead. Well, don't do that. I do what I'm about to say. Fred Moore here, time management expert and bald guy. Yes, New Year's resolutions. Everyone does it. Everyone does it. It's a tradition. What's going to be different about this year? What happens? They make a resolution and then they don't do anything about it. Yeah, it starts off, right? Maybe they do a few things, the first few weeks of January, stuff happens, and then life gets in the way, and it just, doesn't happen. Did you know that gym memberships spike in January? Attendance goes through the roof, and then around February or so, it goes back to normal, like what it was before. Yeah, regular attenders at the gym, they don't go in January. It's like, all these newbies, they'll be gone in a few weeks. New Year's resolutions stink. They don't work. I'm going to tell you what to do instead. But why don't they work? Why don't resolutions? I mean, the idea is good, right? This year I'm going to change. This year I'm going to do something different. But there's no concrete plan, right? It's usually a vague statement. I'm going to get healthier. I'm going to make more money. I'm going to lose weight. They don't have a game plan. What's a game plan? Look it up. I have some other videos that talk about putting together a game plan. That's a plan on how to get what you want. Yes, it's like a resolution, but even better. But look at that later. I started doing this instead of making New Year's resolutions years and years ago. I make a 50 things list. Now, you may have heard me talk about this tool before. It's a technique I use, a brainstorming technique to come up with action steps, 50 things that you can do to make this goal of yours happen. It started out as something like this. I was turning 50 years old. This is many. I'm 107. I look good. Yeah. This is a few years ago when I turned 50, and I thought, I'm going to make a list of 50 things I'm going to do the year I turn 50. 50 things I want to do. It's just kind of a fun little thing. I didn't get through all 50. I'm going to be completely honest and transparent. Am I transparent? Can you see through me? Is this thing on? Yeah. I adapted it, though, to this for New Year's, because I thought, well, what if I make a list of 50 things that I want to do in the next year? What if I do this every year, not just my birthday year? Now, the 50 things was kind of like a bucket list, right? But it was for a 1-year period. Because the problem I have with the bucket list is you don't know when you're going to kick the bucket, do you? I mean, unless your birth certificate has an expiration date, you don't know. So you make this bucket list and it just kind of sits there. Well, at least with this 50 things list for the next year, you have a time constraint, right? Within the next year, I want to do these things. That's why these things don't have to be like, visit the Grand Canyon, go to the moon, go to space, and stuff like that. No. Here is what you do. You're going to break it down into 5 segments. 5 segments. The first one is you're going to make a list of 10 things that you want to do in the coming year. These could be anything. I mean, it could be trips that you want to take. It could be activities, a hobby that you want to start, a business that you want to get going. It could be just about anything. Just 10 things that you want to do. This is the fun stuff, right? The stuff that maybe, one of these days I'm going to do this. Now here's your chance. Here's your chance to make a list, right? 10 things that you want to do. Now, think about this. 10 things that you want to do. Do one of these things a month, and in 10 months you'll have it done. That means you have 2 other months to, maybe do more things, do more of that thing, or to catch up on some of these things. That's the cool thing about this list. It's 50, right? You can do one thing a week to complete this whole list, but you'll see what I'm talking about later on, because it doesn't really apply. So here, 10 things that you just want to do, places you want to go, people you want to see, whatever it is. Make that list. 10 things that you want to do. That's your first 10. Your next 10 is make a list. 10 things that you want to change. 10 things that you want to change. Now, it doesn't have to be about yourself. Could be maybe a relationship that you want to change. It could be your physical self. It could be your job. It could be your financial situation. It could be your relationships. It could be many, many different things. But just make a list of 10 things that you want to change in the coming year. Again, use your imagination. Don't limit yourself to just the things you think you're supposed to change. No. Stretch your mind. Get a little creative if you want. Make more than 10 things if you want. You can always cross things off. It's fine. So that's your second 10. That's 20. Let's get up to 30 now. 10 things that you can do to have more money in your life. I know money doesn't make you happiness, right? Money can't buy you happiness, but it sure can make it comfortable until you find happiness, right? I mean, it's true. You hear people that are super, super successful and they're super, super depressed. They're not happy. Money's not going to do it. But unfortunately, money is a necessity in the world. Got to pay your bills. Got to have a roof over your head. Got to buy food. Got to get the internet so you can watch these videos, right? And money is a struggle that a lot of people have, myself included, right? I mean, there are still times when it's like, oh, wow, I wish I could have some more money. Well, now I have 10 things. 10 things on this list that I can do throughout the year. Like, all right, maybe I need a little bit more money this month. What can I do? How can I increase my revenue this month? How can I sell more of my products? Now, granted, I am my product when I do keynote speeches and time management consulting for companies. So I can sell more product. I can have a webinar. I can create a new book. That's for me. For you, maybe it's having a garage sale. Maybe it's selling stuff on eBay. Maybe it's clipping coupons, save money that way. Maybe it's cutting back on spending, not going and paying $5 for coffee. Where do they sell $5 coffee? $5? I don't know. Whatever it is, just make a list of 10 things that you can do to have more money in the coming year. It'll come in handy. Because there may be times when you're like, oh, crunch time. Look, we're short on cash. What do we do? Oh, let me get this list. 10 things. That's 30, right? Am I math right? Yeah. Next, 10 things. 10 things you want to improve. You want to improve. You may want to improve your health, your waistline, your relationships with your kids, your mental acuity, your knowledge, your job, your hair. Yeah, that's about it. 10 things that you want to improve. Now, some of these things may overlap with some of the things that you want to do or some of the things that you want to, do the other list. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be 50 completely different things. If it is, great, but don't worry about overlapping, all right? 10 things that you want to improve in the coming year. You see what we're doing here? We're touching on different parts of your life, right? Your physical well-being, your relationships, your finances. So we're up to 40 now. What's the last 10 things? Last 10 things. 10 things you want to be. We're getting all spiritual and philosophical. I want to be the very best. No one, Pokemon Go theme, isn't it? I know my kids are into it. 10 things that you want to be. What do you want to be? Do you want to be a rock star? Do you want to be a better wife, better husband, a better spouse, better boyfriend, a better girlfriend? Do you want to be a better business person? Do you want to be a nicer person? Do you want to be a kinder person? Do you want to be a person not easy to anger? Do you want to be a person who's on time, who's punctual? Do you want to be a person that can be counted on? Do you want to be a person that is giving and helpful? 10 things. 10 things that you want to be in the coming year. Ooh, we're getting deep now, aren't we? That's 50 things. 50 things right there that throughout the coming year you can look at. Use as resources. Use as inspiration. Now, the big problem with New Year's resolutions is, when do you think about them? New Year's. Think about it when you make them, and then you think about it the next year when you got to make new ones, and you think back, oh yeah, I forgot about that one from last year. this year will be different. Now, it's not. Trust me, it's not going to be different unless you do this. What you do now is you schedule a weekly reminder. Put it in your calendar. Get your phone. Plug that bad boy in there and have it alert you every week. Maybe a couple of times a week. Who knows? Hey, check this list that you made. Go back on it. Take a look at it. There's some things you forgot about. Oh, yeah, I forgot I was going to be a kinder person. I shouldn't have yelled at that lady over there. I'm so sorry. I was going to be a healthier person. I was going to be a better person. I was going to save some more money. I was going to do this. Schedule a time where this weekly reminder will pop up and kind of get in your face and be like, hello, don't forget about this 50 things list. You put a lot of time and effort into it. Probably not a lot of time, just a little bit of time and effort, but it's going to be good. The revenue, the return on this is going to be fantastic. So a little reminder saying, hey, don't forget about this list. Revisit it. Take a look at some of the things that are on the list. Things that will improve your life, improve your financial situation, your relationships, make your life so much better than New Year's resolutions that you're just not gonna do. That's it. 50 things list, man. Do it. You're gonna have an amazing year. The breaking news. Well, the breaking news is I forgot to tell you about the free resource. Yes, it's a download. It's a PDF. It's a form to do exactly what I've been talking about. Fill it out. Figure out what your 50 things are you're going to do in this new year to make an amazing year. How do you get it? I'm glad you asked. DoSoMuchMore.com/50 ways. 50 ways. No dash, no line. The number 50 ways, ways, 50ways.com. Go there, check it out. You'll get the form, download it, print it out, fill it out, take some time before the new year, really put some thought into this. Think about what you're going to do in the coming year that's going to make all the difference in your life, in your business, in your relationships, in your finances, in everything. And then you will be able to do so much more. See you next time.